but that the threat and that's being attached to that, you know, the dangerousness, the violence that's just assumed to come with Black skin, particularly when we're talking about Black men, is something. And I'm a person who, in my prior career as a prosecutor years ago, I had to train police. And often what you hear in police trainings is, you know, regardless of all of this, what we want is for you to come home at night, come home to your families at night. And there's nothing wrong with that. We all want that. We don't want anybody losing their lives unnecessarily. But when that is the mindset in which you unleash people without addressing the underlying bias and assumptions you make when you're out on the street and you encounter a Black man and what you see is potential for violence and danger, that mindset of, well, I'm going to go home. I don't know if everybody else will go home, but I'm going to go home is something we need to talk more about. We need to talk more about. And then, you know, as you were talking about the spectacle and not being afraid, you know, he saw the cameras
Yes, he
recording.
did.
It didn't
Yes, he
bother
did.
him one bit. He heard the pleading, you know, of George Floyd as
Mama.
right, you know, pleading. We have to connect it to, there is no way in his mind that he understood the person whose neck he had his knee on to be a human being worthy of dignity, that had worth. There's no way. People get arrested for treating pets any kind of way. We treat animals better than what how George Floyd was treated that day. And so that dehumanization can't be left unsaid. And that direct connection of dehumanization to our legacy of slavery cannot be left unsaid. So there's so much in our history that is tied to what brought us to that moment on May 25th, 5 years ago.